Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Home Team Friday, the Tri-State's original 30-minute football show. It's week one of high school football season, and that means it's time to get back into that end of summer and fall routine of watching America's game at its purest form. We start this evening in Evansville tonight, where Harrison took on last year's SIAC regular season champ in the Wrights Panthers. And those Panthers only made it as far as sectional semifinals after a gut-wrenching loss to Boonville last October. So Wrights will look to make things right this season. We will also head down to Mount Vernon for one of the best rivalries in Indiana high school football, the Posey County Civil War. North Posey ended their 2022 campaign in a shutout loss in the section championship, and Mount Vernon looks to crack the 500 mark after a down season. That, of course, is this week's showdown. And we're going to go off the gridiron, where we spent time with a player from Central High School. Now, the Bears may not have won any games last year, but one player found success away from the field, showing support for his teammates, whether or not he is playing in the game. All right, it's time for the #1 football show in the Tri-State. It's Home Team Friday, and it starts right now.
It's time for Home Team Friday.
Well, we'll get right to it here. Harrison taking on the reigning SIAC champs in Wrights. Both teams wanting to start off the year strong, but the Panthers have a reputation to uphold, and they just showed why. They went 10-1 last season. First play from scrimmage, it's junior quarterback Ben Davies. He hit Roland Vera Jr. on a lateral, and then Vera aired it out to Harrison Summers all the way downfield for a 70-yard touchdown. Wrights up 7-zip. Next drive for the Panthers, after keeping Harrison off the board, Vera in as the Wildcat, and he takes the snap and punches it in himself for the score. It's 14-0 Panthers. Then Deshaun Brown at QB scrambled in the pocket, nowhere to go. Caleb Utley gobbles him up behind the line of scrimmage for the sack. Later on in the first, Davies rolls out to his right, tried to be a hero, but this play got picked off by Zach Sabri. 2 plays into this drive, National Johnson set up in the Wildcat. He fumbles the snap. It's recovered by Harrison, but unfortunately for them, it is in the end zone for a Wrights safety. The Panthers start 1-0 in the 45-0 routing. Welcome into Home Team Friday. That's DeSherian McBroom. I'm Michael Gross, and this is Home Team Friday. I know all of you are excited to be back with us, myself included, and DeSherian, for the start of high school football season. But I would say none of us are probably as excited as DeSherian to my left here. You've been eager for football season. I know we've all been talking about it nonstop, but you have been talking about it since July pretty much.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we need to be talking about it. Just this is the best high school football show in the land. And with that being said, let's get into some more highlights. North Plain on the road at Castle. This was our game of the week on TriStateHomepage.com, and it delivered a sensational first game of the season.
Yes, it did. First quarter, we'll start North with the ball with a handoff to Jason Rucker. He goes up the middle and opens up the scoring in this one. Later in the first, though, it's Sam McKinney over the middle to James Mercer, and he's off to the races with 4 Knights chasing after him. Makes it 13-0. Castle will look to answer back here in the third quarter. They hand it off to none other than the coolest, Max McCool. With that name, no doubt he finds the end zone. Knights with the lead. Fourth quarter, and the Huskies looking for a winner. A field goal would do so, but, well, Sam McKinney has other plans to Casey Hospelhorn, and that's ball game. The Huskies are 1-0 after a 21-14 win.
And now to Jasper, taking on Memorial. The Tigers start out hot with Matthew Fisher as he's leading out the troops, throwing a 14-yard dot to Simon Schultz in the second quarter, and Tigers lead 9-0 in this one. But later, after a 4th down conversion for Jasper, Ernie takes it on the handoff, takes it across the goal line to narrow it to a 3-point game. But Memorial is coming right back down on this 1-yard line, and Schultz goes across to go up by 10. Later in the game, Memorial looking for more, and Fisher, of course, going to find Porter Road for an 8-yard touchdown before the half. And Memorial beats the Wildcats 30-13.
An exciting win over at Enloe. All right. It is showdown time, and well, we've got a good game for you. Owensboro Catholic taking on Apollo in a little City of Owensboro bout there. That's why we call it the showdown. Week 1 at Steel Stadium. And both teams came out with a huge crowd in this one to Sherian. The line to get in was down the sidewalk and around the corner.
I mean, it was just packed, but we also had a good game in Rockport. South Spencer at home taking on Tecumseh. Tecumseh had a perfect regular season last year, but South Spencer trying to make sure they start out with a loss in this one. The crowd was into it. They even tried to be on TV a little bit, but
of course.
You know, we had to tell them it's all about the kids tonight and what happens on the gridiron. So let's get to it in Indiana. South Spencer at home taking on the Tecumseh Braves. Second quarter, Nathan Keller fakes the handoff for Tecumseh and drops back, threads the needle to Noah Dimmitt, and Dimmitt is off to the races. He's all the way down the sideline before being pushed out by Ty Brown. That would set up the toss to Braden Hughes, who shoots through the traffic, puts on the speed, and is into the end zone for the touchdown. But South Spencer still leads 27-7. Now South Spencer gets a chance to return the favor with a little trickery. Ends up with Ethan Fuqua, breaks off a tackler, shows off his speed, but they would finally get him down. That was set up. The quarterback keeper, as Brown shakes his way through the middle, bounces back outside, and trots in for the score. It was all South Spencer in this one, and they win 41-13.
And a powerful win at that this area. And now to a battle of Owensboro schools. Owensboro Catholic taking on Apollo. We'll start in the first quarter from the 17-yard line. OCAP's Brady Atwell fakes the handoff and delivers it to Noah Reinerson, who juggles but secures it. He's in for the score. Aces up 7-0 early. Later in the quarter, Aces back with it. Atwell hands it off to Eli Blair, who lowers the shoulder, delivers the boom, and Aces down inside the 5. From the 1, Atwell drops it but dives in for the score. Anyway, touchdown. OCAP up 14-0, and their student section was loving it. Late in the first, Atwell drops back and he hit Tut Carico, across the middle, and just a little too strong there. Second quarter, and they keep on going. Another pass out over the middle, and from there, Atwell and the Owensboro Catholic team, they won this one 42-6 in a convincing fashion to Sherian.
Definitely convincing fashion. That's the way you want to come out to start the season. Now let's get to another one. Bossy taking on Vincennes Lincoln. First possession of the game. Xander Hunt finds Darius Hill in bounds for a first down. Move those chains. People move those chains. A little later, Lincoln going for it on 4th and 14. Hunt avoids a sack and then finds Tanner Gilbert for a first down. He is stopped just short of the goal line. However, it's Hunt punching it in up the middle for the touchdown, and Vincennes Lincoln leads 7-0 in this one. A little later, it's Mac McCormick running this one in for the touchdown. I mean, he just lowered the shoulder. It's 14-0 Alice's. How about Hunt to Darius Hill? He's going for this one. Hunt dropping back, and it is into the end zone for the touchdown. And Vincennes Lincoln leads it 21-0 as the Alice's beat Evansville Bossy by the final score of 49-30. They will hit the conference road next week, Michael.
Talk about a high-flying, high-scoring game. On the other side of the break, more highlights on the way, including Henderson County and Meade County. That's next on Home Team Friday. But first, let's take a look at the scores from around the Tri-State.